So we're going to do a webinar called Lefties Are All Right. How about that? So there's 5 steps to this email. I'm going to teach you it right now, and then if we're quick, we'll be able to write it together and actually get it done. So problem email. First thing we do is we set the scene. And that just means put people in the place and time where the situation happens. So let's say what's the hardest part about being a lefty? Bumping your arm next to right-handed people. That sounds really tough, man. I feel really sorry for you. That's a significant issue, and my heart's gone out to you right now. So we're going to set the scene. Next, we're going to amp the importance and show people why it's even more important than they first thought. Next, we offer the reveal. We've set the scene, we've talked about the problem, and then we say, that's why next Thursday at 10 o'clock, I'm running a webinar called Lefties Are All Right. Next, we're going to bullet the benefits. So we're just going to give them 3 or 5 bullets about why this thing's going to rock. And then lastly, what's the only thing we haven't done? Call to action. I want you to imagine you're a really frustrated left-hander and you're having a bad day. It started in kindergarten. That's how it's going to start. Now, that was when you were a kid. What about now? Psychological damage. Great. What else? You smear everything and you end up with like dirty hands. Do you know the Italian word for left is sinistro, which is where we get the word sinister? Like everyone thinks you're slightly weird and creepy. Let's flip those around. If you could only be a righty, or if suddenly, we could wave a magic wand and solve the problem, instead of psychological damage, what would you have? Confidence. Instead of smearing, you'd have sex appeal. I don't know how smearing and sex... Not that kind of smearing, man, dude. So instead of smearing, you have like clear communication and people get you, right? Instead of scissor scars, you'd be a thing of beauty. Instead of being creepy, life of the party. How's that? Give me some bullets. Shop in normal stores. Win at sports. Great. Up your chances of going presidential. So what we've got is an email scripted out. So copywriters tell us that the best way to write is to write like you talk. Shall we record our email? All right, so the subject line is, hey lefty. It all started back in kindergarten. All the other kids were having fun cutting out cards for their mum and dad. And when it came time, the teacher gave you the scissors, only they just didn't fit. It's not easy being a lefty as a kid. All the other kids picked on you. Being a kid was hard, but being an adult is even worse. The scars and psychological damage have been called sinister by Italians. Trying to take notes in seminars where you're learning internet marketing and smearing your notes all over the page because the binders are all set up wrong. And scissor scars that will never heal, both physically and emotionally. That pain and that shame can be a thing of the past. You know what? If you learn how to be a lefty, a confident lefty, instead of scars and psychological damage, you'll have the confidence that knowing that you're a little bit different and you don't follow the crowd. Instead of smearing handwriting, you'll be able to communicate clearly and people love you. No more scissor scars. You'll be a thing of beauty. That doesn't really work, but let's just play with it. That's why next Thursday at 10 o'clock, I'm running a webinar called... What was it called? Oh, that's right. I'm running a webinar called Lefties Are All Right. In this fast-paced, high-content webinar, you'll learn how to never be ostracized again, how to lead your own tribe, how to shop in normal stores and buy righty products and still make them work for you without looking manky. You'll learn the secret advantage that left-handers have. Did you know that 78% of Major League Baseball players are actually left-handed or trying to be? And you'll increase your chances of winning at professional sports. All that's left to do is simple. I want you to click on the link down below, check out the registration page, and if it looks helpful, pop your name and email address in, and I'll see you soon. Taki, lefty, more. Done?